Bonjour. Welcome to weight distribution. I'm going to start with a pike stretch. That's 100. So 20 minutes. 20 minutes, here we go. So, had a good day off yesterday. Had a good day off yesterday. The aviator's keeping me up. It's keeping me moving. I'm getting all kind of chores done. Rearranging all kinds of things. It's spring cleaning season. So, spring cleaning season. So it's window cleaning season. It's window opening season. So I got all the windows open. Not all of them, but I got them in a bunch of windows open. And it's nice. It's like, and so this has been on my mind. I want to share my weight distribution history and experience and how I came to find weight distribution. So, when I was in elementary school, we had to do the fitness test. We had to hold on like I'm holding right now. In like 4th and 5th grade, I remember both of those years having to do them. And so I went out there and like grabbed on, and I went like this both times. And like that's like I couldn't do any. And then I got my first pull-up bar when I was 19. And it was like in the house. I mean, it wasn't this one. It was one that suspends between the door frame. And it's not as good as these. These are really good. I've used this one for a long time. And so then, when I was 19, I got a pull-up bar and was able to get a pull-up, like 2 pull-ups in, 1, 2 pull-ups, started there. And then I ran, and like in high school, I played soccer. I was on the soccer team. I was player 14. Like I wore number 13, and I probably went into the game like the 14th player on varsity. But like all growing up, like I played, like you still go to practice, and like on freshman and on JV, like I started and played like a ton, and then got to varsity and never got a starting position on varsity. So then when I graduated high school, I weighed like 162 pounds, 100, 163, 162, 164 pounds. And had to run 1 mile in 6 minutes. I ran 1 mile. That was like, when I ran, I would run 1 mile. I'd go for a jog. Started going for a jog when I was a teenager. And I'd go jog 1 mile. And I'd do crunches. That's like what I did. And so I was like 162 when I graduated from high school. And then when I was 19, I got a pull-up bar in my dorm room. And so I started doing them then. And then and I'd still like run miles sometimes, not every day. I mean, try to be disciplined. You know how exercise is seasonal, in the winter you don't exercise and get out and exercise as much. When the weather's nice, it's easier to get out and run. I like to run outside, but I like to run on a treadmill too. I do crunches and run and do pull-ups, and I got into Body for Life, and that's where I found 20 minutes of exercise. I found 20 minutes of exercise when I was probably like 20 years old. And that integration is so powerful. If you can do 20 minutes of exercise, whatever you call exercise, anything, whatever you call exercise, if you do 20 minutes of it 6 days a week, that's what the Body for Life regimen is. And then you take 1 day off, you will be healthy. Your health will increase. And so I did that, and I graduated from college at 151 pounds. And then went on through life. Didn't really keep a pull-up bar after I left college. After I left the dorms, I didn't keep a pull-up bar. Kind of like stopped using it. And then went let's see, let me give some years that'll make sense. In 1998, I was 162 pounds. And then in 2002, I was down to 151 pounds after using a pull-up bar. And I'm exercising in the pants that I graduated in from college. And so after 2002, I didn't really keep a pull-up bar around too much, but I would still jog. And I got into riding a BMX bicycle a little bit, and a BMX bicycle is really good. I like to just stand the whole time. Don't try and sit down. Just stand the whole time. You don't have to go fast. You can go slow. You can just do it for 20 minutes. Just stand on it for 20 minutes. You can just balance. You can do it in your driveway, in the street, or go for a spin. In 20 minutes, you can ride a long way on a BMX bicycle. You'd be surprised how far you can ride on a BMX bicycle. And it just cuts you up. It's so nice and easy. It's so much easier than jogging. And then, so I found those kind of things and got all the way up to about 187 pounds, was drinking and partying in my 20s a lot and smoking. I used tobacco like crazy. And so that causes you to put on weight. It doesn't, the idea that it keeps weight off, it slows you down. It stops your body from burning, your metabolism and stuff. So I got up to 180, I was 183 a lot. I was over 180, 182, 183, 184 a lot. And I was just eating out a lot, not eating at home, drinking a bunch of booze and smoking a bunch of tobacco and dipping a bunch of skull, and that's about where I found the BMX bicycle. I picked up the BMX then, and it was a way to exercise, and it wasn't as difficult as running. So I could run a couple days a week, because one of the things that Buddy for Life teaches is about doing, like, switching up your exercises, you know, not doing the same thing, which I don't do that at all anymore. This is the only thing I do. So, I mean, that's not true. I work in the yard and stuff, and I'll go, but I don't go for a jog. I ride my bicycle a little bit. So that's like around 2005. So around 2005 was when I got this. This was a gift. And so it's like 2005, I picked up the BMX, and then went back to graduate school in 2006. And like when I went back to graduate school, I went back to working part-time. I was working like full-time in a corporate job for several years, and then went back to working part-time. And so when I went back to working part-time, it was like, it's easier to manage exercise. And so, because you have like more time off, and so you're able to do things that are healthy that you don't have time for when you work a full-time job. And so I got into jogging and doing some pull-ups, got the pull-up bar going, and then didn't find weight distribution. Like when I graduated from graduate school, that's like 2006. I graduated from graduate school in 2008, and 2009, and I weighed like 100. By that time I had gotten back down to like 153 or so. Like back down to like below 155, like around 155. Like, and then now I'm like right around like 141. But that was, so it's like 155, I'd say 155, around like 160 or so when I graduated. That was like 2010. So then 2011 is when I found weight distribution. And at that point I probably weighed like 155 to 150, above that, like 156, the top half of the 150s. And I was still having to like jog and do crunches. Like still jogging and crunches the whole time. Like years and years of keeping up with jogs and crunches. And then, like by that point I had gotten into training for like half marathons. I was running like 2 miles. Once I got to college, I got into 2 miles. So it was 2 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles, and then like got into like 3 miles and like a long ways on the bicycle, 20 miles on the bicycle, like a whole lot, like training for half marathon, 13 miles. So doing the training for that, and then found at that point I was like down to like 155 or so, and found weight distribution, and got down to 140, and then went to prison. And when I got out of prison, I weighed like 176, 178. And so I've been doing weight distribution since then, and it's been 3 years. And so in 3 years, I've lost like 37 pounds. It's awesome. It's like really powerful information. We gotta lock it up. And now you do what they told you. So drop. Now you're under control. That is poetry. Mexico City. That's for Mexico City. Yeah! Back to San Antonio, baby! Come on, man, give it to me. what's wrong. This is what's right, okay? I've got a Betsy Ross Spinach chop block salty dog in the garage all cleaned up. And it is I haven't looked at them 40 yet. I think it might be a 40. I think it might be a 1940. That's cool, man. I mean, like, it is like, so with the no smoking laws, like this is what the no smoking problem is. Okay, I'll tell you what the no smoking problem is. What I think it is. Because I think a whole bunch of people, while they're drinking, develop a smoking habit that they're trying to quit. And they keep touching that dirty dog, that dirty rat, that dirty bat. Tobacco in public and embarrassing themselves. So Betty Ross wants to know smoking in public because she's tired of embarrassing herself. I have to give it more work, but there's a joke there. There's a joke there, okay? About Miss Garrett being happy that there's no smoking at this establishment anymore. Now they're all dipping while they're in public. She just hides it right there. I just swallow it with the wine. Just rinse it down with the wine. Just, We gotta get, like, marijuana cigarettes trading in the market next to Marlboros. For a long time, I worried about it. I was like, because I look at the Marlboro and I'm like, man, that guy looks like he knows what he's doing right to me, you know? But Marlboro is like, the C will borrow. It's like, the C's not gonna borrow. The C doesn't borrow, the C just gives, you know? So it's also like the Marlboro 100, like it's a Mar L borrow, like the Mar, like 100, Mar 5, give it a 5, you know, it's a half, you know, cut it in half, you know, mix it with, you know, the reefer, you know, get you a blend, tobacco, marijuana blend, give it a little mintier taste, you know. And then have like just the full marijuana cigarettes also available. You know, you got them blended there. You can get you know, just the full tobacco, or you with all the chemicals and everything that you want. The Marlboro, you know, Or you could get an American Spirit, you know, you get that, it's got that one little hit in there, you know, you rip it apart, you find that green leaf, you're like, damn, that is what it is. It's got that green speck right there, and you smoke it, and it's like, man, this is like clean, yeah. And at first people complained about it, they're like, oh, I'm smoking, and it's like, those last too long, and they're too expensive, and they last too long. Like, bullshit. You spend your money on whatever you want anyway, okay? So you may as well get quality, okay? So stop being cheap to yourself. I mean, if you're gonna, because you only buy what you buy cigarettes, so buy the ones you want that are like the best, like not because they're too expensive, yeah. And then, well, they last so long, right? Which means you get like a full 10-minute break whenever you take it, you know? You don't have to squeeze it in a 5-minute break. Like, you just get a 5-minute break when you smoke the Marlboro, but you go to work, you bust your ass, you know? And then it's like, all right, I'll be back. Then you go take your nice long 10-minute break. Oh, you got a spirit, you'll be out here all evening. Yeah. And then, you know, have some blends, have some quarter blends, you know, some 50-50 blends, some 75-25 blends, you know, a few different grades, you know. You want it heavy on the reefer, just a hit of reefer, you know, just a little bit, or do you want a good 50-50 blend, or you want to go all the way to the reefer and just get the reefers, the reefer cigarettes, and just have it all right there. Like, all this having to go back and forth, they'll sell for the same price, you know. You pay a little more for these are a little better, you know. Certainly more worth your money. Turn you into light, you know. You get to go wherever you want, as fast as you can, one day. That's the prophecy. Be water, my friend. Be light. Fire. Be fire. Be fire, my friend. The destroyer, okay, is the destroyer is the vessel, the prophecy of Christianity. Like the revelation of Christ is the revelation of the destroyer. It's the same revelation, which is the connection between Tibetan, like, Buddhism and Hinduism and Catholic, Jesuit, Ottoman, Islamic, Israeli, pass the peace pipe, Levitical order. Yeah. The destroyer, through the fascist system, ends up being the rule of the majority, the democratic rule. And so what we end up destroying, because the destruction ends up being like the oneness of the planet, okay? around dime nipples. And the democratization of like this. Like that's why I just like to rock.
They don't believe it, but you won't let those robots defeat me. They don't believe it, but you won't let those robots see me.
Be everything to need nothing. 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. to 1.
Oh yeah.
I love listening to music inside a brick house.
Somebody's hiding, drowning my ice box. Somebody's cold one is giving me chills. Guess I'll just close my eyes. Oh yeah. Alright. Feels good inside. Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling behind my head. The bottle is ready to blow.
Not loud enough. Got me rocking, man. Got me rocking. Way to rock.
The world is a
Yeah.
set to drain. Secret destroyers hold you up to the flames. And what do I get for my pain? A trade desires and a piece of the game.
Give me some change.
Someone will say what is lost can never be saved. Despite all my rage,
10 seconds. Yeah, baby. All right. All right. One more stretch. Burn all the books. Yahweh Jean. Yahweh Jean. Yahweh Jean. Merci à Yahweh Jean. Bonjour.